Shantae.
And I'm Jamaica.
And we're the ladies of Off the Chain Mondays. Back at it.
Mardi Gras, bitches.
So we gonna have the Mardi Gras thing for the rest of this month into next month.
We celebrating, in honor. Hey.
Shout out to my New Orleans fam.
What?
I got a lot of cousins over there, y'all.
She gonna take me one day.
I'm taking you to the hood.
You need to take us.
Let's go.
Y'all supposed to take me to New York too.
Oh yeah, we're supposed to do that too. You gotta do a few days.
I'm trying to figure out what hood to take you to in New York because the hood ain't in New York ain't the hood no more. So
yeah, it's getting gentrified now.
You
can't even take it to Best Side anymore because Best Side is
to a juice bar. I mean, I don't.
Where y'all grow up?
It ain't hood no more where we grew up.
Well, I grew up in Flatbush. I mean, Flatbush was always still what I grew up.
I mean, I could take you to Brownsville. Brownsville always gonna be Brownsville at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I don't think.
It's New York. I don't
yeah,
think
they don't think. They kind of did gentrify you.
A little bit. Yeah, a little bit.
Just
they
a little
did.
bit. It still smell like doodle over there though.
Oh, right.
It don't smell no worse than Detroit though.
I was actually born in like East New York. That's where I lived first, and then I went to Flatbush.
I lived all over the place. Bed-Stuy, Flatbush, Brownsville, Sunset Park.
I lived in Flatbush for
Bay Ridge.
14 years, so most of my life.
Shout out to Brooklyn.
Shout out to Brooklyn. Anyway,
let's get into this food. I know y'all see the food in front of us.
Right?
Can y'all see that?
We got mac and cheese.
We lit.
All right, so
Some little Henny sauce.
we got this from Civil Grade Private Chef and Catering.
Yum.
You can find her on Instagram. Her IG is Feast with Franchise with a Z. Franchise with a Z. We'll have it posted.
Yep.
If you want to email her, it's feastwithfranchise@yahoo.com. So what we got today is macaroni and cheese, authentic in the oven. And this was balsamic chicken wings.
Yep. With a little Henny sauce on
And
it.
she gave us a little bit, a sample of her little Henny sauce. Let me just tell you, I haven't really eaten it. Like, I tasted one wing with just the balsamic flavoring.
Yeah, I haven't eaten with the Henny sauce either yet.
And then I poured the Henny sauce on my wings, and a little bit got on my finger. And I did like this. Baby.
You got some?
That Henny sauce touched my soul.
I can't. I did hear her reaction to it though.
That Henny sauce.
You get a little drip, because you can't waste this little. Okay.
Baby.
I can't. You get the rest of that.
Miss Sybil, you did your thing with that.
Yeah, I taste the Henny sauce too.
And we wouldn't lie, Miss Sybil.
Look, honestly.
Go have me twerking off a sauce.
And I'm a Henny drinker, so this is like.
I haven't tasted the wings yet, but the macaroni I did taste, and it's so good. I think it's baked, right?
It is baked.
It's
You can
so
tell
good.
because it got the nice little crust on top, you know.
This chicken good with the
Don't
sauce.
waste the Henny now.
It's more sauce?
Yeah, you want to.
You better dip the chicken in it.
Well, while she put, some Henny sauce on her chicken, we got some fun topics for you guys today. We haven't done a off the chain segment in a while, so we got that for you today. We're gonna speak a little bit on Jussie Smollett and R. Kelly with got some off the chain stuff going on with them right now.
I really thought his name was Smollett. I feel like it should be Smollett. He looks like a Smollett.
And then we got some fun topics for you after that.
Like a Smollett.
A Smollett.
Cause he gay.
Smollett.
No, not because he gay. Because I feel like their family don't look like a Smollett.
Oh yeah, you talking about the family?
All of them, they look like a Smollett. Yeah.
Like got a little French in them.
Yeah, like they look like
Got a little something.
Shoot, they might. But then we have some three fun topics we want to talk about with you guys. Does size matter, or does the connection matter more?
Yep.
Which do you prefer, circumcised or no? And does society put more on women to have a man more so than they put on a man to be a man? So those are the topics we'll discuss with you guys today, Mardi Gras style.
Stick with us.
We kind of lit, so
Stick with us. That macaroni and cheese is bomb.
Right? So we're gonna touch base on R. Kelly and Jussie Smollett. So I'm gonna go and say what I want to say about him first. Or them. Both of them.
Which one?
R. Kelly, we already know it's been going on for months now with the whole documentary. The 12-part documentary, it seemed like. But then after the fact,
They did an expose on this nigga. Like, that's what it was.
And then the thing is, you know his birthday was like the week after, right? Mm-hmm. And I watched the clip when it was his birthday, and I love you, R. Kelly. Capture me, R. Kelly. I'm like, yo, I can't fucking deal with these bitches.
Mm-hmm. It was wild, wasn't it?
Yeah. So that, and then now, you know, recently, a couple of days ago, they sent out a warrant for his arrest. Supposedly, there's a new video that had came out with new evidence, and of course, all the other allegations.
Oh, check out what some of the evidence is, because I was watching it at work. They got DNA evidence.
Yeah.
And this is allegedly within the statute of limitations.
Yeah.
So I'm really like
within the age of 13 and 17 or 16. So with girls of, you know, that age.
And what the lawyer is saying, that ain't it. Like there's more to come.
It's more to come. It's not just that. You know, it's more than even what we seen in the documentaries. Like it's some other shit. They ain't even like. So.
Apparently, they just scratching the surface.
Yeah, exactly. That shit is more than wild.
Just hurry up and find him guilty so I can listen to his music again.
I
can't. Legit, no.
I mean, with Bill Cosby, I still watch the Cosby Show. It's not.
I feel like this. Like, if he doesn't get found guilty, I'm gonna feel guilty about listening to his music.
Yeah.
Until he's found guilty, then I'm gonna be like, okay, I can listen to his music now because he's serving his whatever sentence he gotta serve, or doing his time, or paying his debt to society.
Yo, you know Ignition came on my Pandora yesterday?
Did it?
And I was like, switch! But the funny thing is, I'm lit, right? So I'm like, it's the remix to Ignition. And then I'm like, oh man, fuck, it's R. Kelly.
It's crazy because I'm the total opposite. Before this documentary even came out, I never, after, hearing, what was going on in the allegations, because these allegations have been going on for years. It's not something that's new. Mm-hmm. We've known about this for some time now. And, asking my friends, if any of his songs came on, turn, change, I don't want to hear this. Turn,
really?
Change, I don't want to hear this. I could not listen to him.
Oh my God, I was slipping in the name of love like nobody business, baby. You hear me? Okay. What? That's that. Side to side, round and round. That was my what?
But yeah, you have a lot of people who feel that way. Like a lot of his music is, embedded in their, life, and it's hard for them to, turn it off.
I lost my mom R. Kelly Christmas edition CD. Yo, I ain't told my mom about that till I turned 18.
Let me tell you.
Yo, I kept that shit in for years. I was like, I ain't let my mom know about the R. Kelly CD. I was like, every time she used to ask me, John Mika, can you find my CD? Fake look, every time.
No, I can't find it.
I can't find it. I don't know where that CD went.
You sure you ain't pack it up in the Christmas stuff or something and lose it, man?
But when you think about it, it was, embedded, especially when it comes to our community, it was embedded in our, our lives or whatever.
So much so that you don't even realize it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The song for our graduation in high school was I Believe I Can Fly.
Yeah.
I didn't care for it at the time, but a lot of people,
that song is kind of emotional.
Yeah. I didn't care for it at the time. I was like, why are we singing this? But,
I don't know, I love me some Kells, bro.
But, there are people who feel that way.
The crazy part is, okay, I'll give you a perfect example. I was at work. My supervisor was playing Ron Isley, one of the songs he did with Kelly Price.
He's worked with a lot of people.
So, mind you, she's really adamant about not playing R. Kelly. So I was like, I was joking with her. I was like, so we're boycotting the songs that he actually sings, not the ones that he wrote. She was like, what you mean? I was like, R. Kelly wrote this song. She was like, R. Kelly wrote this song? I was like, yeah. She was like, don't tell me that. It's a lot of songs I'm gonna have to go through and delete then.
And that's how a lot of people feel.
Yeah,
and I don't fault people for feeling that way and having a conflict when it comes to that. However, I do fault people when it comes to them, bashing, the victim of the women that have come forth.
Yeah.
Making
so put him up on a pedestal.
Yeah, or
exactly.
even when it comes to, you know, oh, well,
You're
if
supposed to be
he's
standing
doing,
by them.
yeah, if he's gonna, you know, get indicted or whatever, then, you know, the white guy or whatever should be indicted. I have mixed emotions when it comes to that, because here's the deal when it comes to that.
Yes, the white guys should get indicted too, but
this is our community. I'm not worried about anybody else's community but mine when it comes to this type of situation, because it's become the norm when it comes to people feeling like older men and younger women, you know, it's the norm. It's okay for that to happen, and it's not okay. Just because something is normal and we're used to seeing it happen doesn't mean that it's okay. There's a lot of people who are, and even when it comes to boys, you know, his brother says that they were, you know, touched as a kid. So even when it comes to boys and when it comes to our young women or whatnot, I feel like if we know better, we do better. And just because something is normalized doesn't mean that it's something that's okay to keep going on. It's not okay.
It's wrong.
It's detrimental to our community. It does not affect us in a positive way whatsoever.
And can we protect our own girls? I mean,
Exactly.
I'm not worried about
Harvey Weinstein
and the women that, I mean, yes.
I hope he goes to jail,
and I hope they figure it out. But guess what? The white people gonna take care of their people.
At the end
So
of the
that's
day,
why
the way I see it is, I feel like all of them, everybody go. Every if you doing shit you ain't got no business, everybody go down.
Exactly.
Period. I don't care if you
Yes.
white, black, yellow,
Exactly.
purple, green.
And it
doesn't
just
matter
so
to me.
happens that this found, you know, the Mute R. Kelly or whatever, that whole movement is focusing on him. Somebody else will focus on somebody else. You know what I mean? Like, it's not their job to focus on everybody. You have people with different purposes and different walks of life that will take their path. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, he's been going on for so long with this that there's a lot of families and a lot of people who were affected by this negatively. Like, you have these young women that he kind of targeted who didn't really come from, you know, like maybe great households in the first place. Mm-hmm. And you kind of just, you know, put more put more negativity into their lives. Mm-hmm. And yes, I understand that people feel like he should have help, but at the age of 52, when you gonna realize you need help, first help starts with the person.
You gotta admit that you have a problem.
If he's
he's not admitting it.
Exactly. If he sees nothing wrong with it, then there's nothing we can do to help him. We need to help the people that he's affecting.
Here's where I'm a little conflicted with. Like, they call for us to mute R. Kelly, which means, like, basically a ban on his music, right?
Yeah.
We ain't do that to Michael. And I know people to this day who, you saying mute R. Kelly, but you'll listen to Michael. We know Michael was touching on them little boys. Why we don't get at the same energy?
I agree, but it's the same thing when it comes to people saying, well, they not doing it to Weinstein. That doesn't negate the fact that this man is wrong and he needs to take responsibility for what he was doing.
When I say that, I'm saying it because I feel like muting his music ain't the way to do it. He needs to be behind bars. Period.
Yeah.
Well, they did that to kind of, you know, affect him in a way because they were putting him behind bars.
If they say mute R. Kelly, ban his music, he won't make any money from his music being played, you know, certain things. That's basically trying to stop his check a little bit.
You know,
I mean, I get that it's to try to stop his bag, but to me, it really didn't stop his bag. Like, I mean, look what happened on his birthday.
Yeah,
after the documentary aired, bitches outside with signs, kidnap me, take me hostage. Like,
this is stupid.
Yeah.
But
outside the club, and it packed up, like it's sold out.
It's sold out, and his music streams went up.
Yeah,
but in a way, it did affect, you know, him or whatever. I feel like they continued to push and they did what they could. They did, you know what I'm saying? We can't control everything. So they did what they could because of the fact that he wasn't able to be put behind bars. So it was like, okay, well, let's do what we can. And that's what the whole Mute R. Kelly was about. I feel like it did do some justice and their work did, you know, have some type of, you know, result.
I think it was the documentary.
Yeah. And without the ladies who founded that, the documentary wouldn't have happened. Without them continuously pushing and doing what they did, none of this indictment and the 10 counts and, you know, the lawyer who's behind it right now pushing for it, none of that would happen if people were just quiet.
That's true. That's very true.
I feel like,
I'm proud of the ladies who have stepped up and stepped out and make sure their voice gets heard.
Yeah. And it's not, you know, and then shaming young girls. Like, since when do we, you know, call? Because be honest, Are you honestly gonna look at your 16-year-old daughter or 15-year-old daughter and be like, bitch, you stupid? Why would you? No, you're gonna want to kill the person if that happens to you when you're home.
Yeah,
I don't agree with that. I think that, especially in our community, that sexual abuse gets swept under the rug.
Yeah.
Well,
And a lot of the blame gets placed on our young girls. I know me personally, I got called hot in the ass a whole lot when I was growing up.
But it's hypocritical though, because did your mom call you that?
My mom called me hot in the ass. Hell yeah, she called me hot in the
Would
ass.
your mom blame you for something if you come to her and tell her something has happened though?
I'll put it to you like this. With my situation, I was abused as a child, and I had to sit down with a prosecutor and go through my whole case and all this kind of stuff. And one thing that the prosecutor said to my mother was, it's refreshing to finally see a mother who believes her child.
Well, that's fine and dandy, but I also feel like if something touches home, for the most part, you have the one-offs that are kind of just like.
But that's what I'm saying to you. Those are not the one-offs. That is the norm. We're the one-offs.
Yeah.
We're the one-offs.
Because a lot
so
of
you
black
think the majority of the time,
majority-
a mom, even a mother,
in the black
for the
community,
prosecutor for the state of New York who handles child abuse cases was shocked that a mother believed her child.
Yeah, a lot of
How many cases come across her desk? And this was in the early 90s. How many cases come across that lady's desk when she's fighting for a child and the parent ain't fighting for their child?
And especially if the
crazy.
parent grew up a certain way.
Or when
too.
you see movies like Tyler Perry, Family Reunion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I know the mother. That's the norm. The Color Purple. That's the norm.
Yeah. It happens more
We
so
the
than
one-offs. That's why I said when I hear men or even women saying stuff like, "Oh, so and so, we ain't putting a white man in jail for doing it." Okay, when we gonna protect our girls?
Yeah.
This ain't screw everybody else. I'm not worried about. I'm not no shade, no tea, but I don't care nothing about none of them right now. What I care about is our black girls, man.
Yeah.
We got a voice that's being muted.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly.
But at the end of the day, if we don't look out, nobody else.
Yeah,
Exactly.
else
Nobody's caring about these girls.
Yeah, it be parents, even some dads, you know.
And I feel like, in my mind, I feel like some of these parents that was in that documentary, bitch, you need to be indicted too.
Yeah, exactly.
Because there's no way.
How you let your child do the things? Give your child to a grown-ass man
with a history of sexual abuse.
And just, in your mind, you thought your child was going to be okay because it's different? No, it's not different from the last child. What's different from your child than the last one?
Y'all sold y'all kids to the devil, bro.
Exactly.
That's how I feel. Y'all sold y'all kids to the devil.
It's just sad because if we continuously think about or like look at other people and other races, that's our downfall. Let's take care of each other. Let's take care of our community first. And it's not. You know, because the reason why I was saying what I was saying earlier.
I have some family members was like, "Oh, I know, girl." I'm like,
because that's what I was about to say.
Really?
I've seen people say, you know, well, my daughter wouldn't do that. It wasn't, you know, it's not me, so I'm not worried about it. So is it Black Lives Matter or is it not?
Yeah.
That's where I get frustrated with, because either is Black Lives Matter all around or is not. Not just when other people of other races do things, but we have to take each other. We have to give, you know, some accountability.
We need to be our brothers
to each other. Yeah, like, are we gonna be a community and look out for one another?
You don't know what your child might get into.
Exactly.
That's the thing. Nobody is prepared, or they can't be really prepared for something like that.
Exactly.
You could try to be prepared, but when it happens, you really you really can't be prepared for it.
I looked at that situation like that could have been me.
Yeah. Exactly.
Even if my family feel like, no, Hattie, it couldn't have been you because you did it. You don't know that.
I've
gone through ups and downs when it comes to confidence with myself. I've gone through ups and downs when it comes to knowing what I am worth. I've gone through ups and downs when it comes to loving myself. Like, so I've been
a typical 16-year-old girl impressed with an older nigga with a nice car and the money.
Yeah.
Period.
So it could happen to anybody in your family, and as a community, we should look out for each other. And it shouldn't be one day, no, well, it ain't me, so I don't care, because either it's Black Lives Matter or it's not.
Yep.
And that's just how I feel about that situation.
And my last little piece on this: when we talk about these girls, not all of them is mentally unstable or something wrong with them or they got low self-esteem. I don't feel like that's their kids. Think about what you was like as a child.
And even if they were, do you think it's still right?
Yeah.
I mean, but I hear a lot of people saying like, oh, the parents should have known, because they should have put them girls in counseling way before they met R. Kelly. I mean,
a lot of those girls didn't have family households like that.
And even if they did, because some of them did come from a 2-parent household, middle income, whatever the case may be.
You probably wouldn't
what
even
does
know.
that have to do with your child thinking like a child?
Mm-hmm.
I don't care that her body was overdeveloped. I don't care that she was out at a concert past midnight or whatever. I don't care about none of that. She still was a kid with a kid mentality.
And if it was
and at that age, you don't even think about, I mean, you can think about it because you can be, you
if
got
R.
to teach your
Kelly would
child.
have rolled up on me at 16, he'd have got me. He'd have got me. I'd have been like, what? R. Kelly want me? Like, I'm there. What? A superstar want me? Because thinking as a child, you be impressed with that shit. As a kid, hell yeah. He buying me stuff.
Especially when you have movies that glorify
But the thing is, I didn't understand how grown women, though.
Movies.
I didn't understand how the grown women got.
I can't say nothing about the grown women. Cause I don't understand the grown women really too much either.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about the kids.
The kids.
Yeah. The kids to me are more.
Yeah, the kids
not
are
to
more.
say that they're more important, but they need our support a lot more than an adult would, because first of all, they ain't asked to be here. Second of all, look at the lives we're providing for them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like the kids need saving. The adults, I feel like, yes, they need saving too, but come on, ma. At some point, common sense gotta kick in. Common sense gotta kick in somewhere. But for them little girls, common sense ain't have a chance to kick in.
Yeah.
You feel like, a lot of them said the same things. Like, everybody's not lying. There may be some that are lying. There may be some that, are doing stupid shit. And whatever, who cares? It still doesn't negate the fact that all of these people are not lying.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I know. One of my masters fell.
Aww.
All of these people are not lying.
Yeah, exactly.
So, and especially when you listen to the stories and they're saying the same shit.
The same
And if it was a lie, who's able to keep a lie up like this for over a decade?
Exactly.
Through so many people.
Exactly.
Everybody's not lying.
The one person I do want to just hope is okay is the 13-year-old girl that the first, from the first tape. Because, she didn't come out open. That one... Well, she's not 13.
She's still with him.
I heard she's still with him.
Yeah, that one, I hope she's mentally stable at least.
Exactly. Her and a lot of people were worried about the Dominique Gardner girl as well. The one he dressed up like a boy.
Yeah, because she went back to him during the documentary, and I heard
she's back at home with her mom.
She went
now.
back to
Yeah, but
that was crazy.
The
too.
one girl who was with the leak tape or whatever,
dressed up
I
like
do hope she's
dyke,
okay.
Because he liked it like that.
Yeah.
He's a weirdo.
Yeah, pretty much. And I've listened to other interviews and stuff when it comes to him and that situation. And from what people are saying, the girl from that first tape is still with him. He calls her his sex pet or whatever.
Yeah,
that's his
and she's the one who trains the women and all of that. It's just sad because it doesn't do anything positive for her. It doesn't do anything positive when it comes to
I feel so bad.
woman.
And then I feel like the parents should have got a warrant out for the arrest too.
That's what I'm saying.
You went, especially those parents. I don't care what they say. You sold your daughter to him because your daughter's been with this man from 13 years old.
And the father continued to play bass for him.
Yeah.
The son, her brother, plays drums.
Yeah. The whole family.
And then what did you
trying to get a bag from
Because
it?
now there's mad documents showing that these people have declared bankruptcy at least 3-4 times. So it's not like whatever money he gave them or whatever, if he gave them money,
he mismanaged
it. What was it worth it?
Yeah, that's crazy.
So
about as crazy as this Jussie Smollett.
Yeah.
Off the chain, y'all.
Right?
Jussie Smollett.
I don't know if it's true, if he's lying, if he's not.
Here's my little 2 cents on it.
It's I hope he's not.
I hope it's not either. However, I'm gonna wait till this pans all the way out.
But
because
the thing
there's
is,
so much shady shit going on with this story. It's just crazy, and it's not like we're dealing with it's not like we're dealing with a police station that's on the up and up either. These are the Chicago police,
the Chicago PD
were caught falsifying documents on a murder, and settling with the family. This is not like this is a stand up police department.
But where is their stand up police department?
That's true.
Especially,
but I'm saying these were actually caught. They were actually caught falsifying documents. Like, so I just want to wait for this to pan out. I feel like people shouldn't judge because it is alleged. The media will put out whatever the hell they want to put out. We learned this with Mike Brown when they put it out that he was robbing a store, and that's the reason why the cops showed up. And when you look at the documentary Stranger Fruit, that's a lie. So, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know. It's crazy. It's not something to laugh about or joke about, I feel like, either.
I feel like it is. It is.
I don't.
Because if he lied about it, this shit is like,
what
really,
would you gain from
what
that?
would you gain from it too? But like, if he lied about it, that shit is gonna be funny. If he lied about this shit, I'm like, if he didn't lie, I'm like, okay, good.
It's still funny. It's funny either fucking way. It is funny.
I don't think it's funny.
It is.
I think any portrayal of us and how it makes us look as a culture is.
Him lying don't got nothing to do with the rest of us because at the end of the day,
but people will put it. They will connect it though.
Everybody lies. You ain't ever told a lie.
Not like that.
Why y'all lie better than his? He obviously likes attention, and he's on a grander scale.
Too.
Let's be real. If he was a normal person and he made this kind of lie, nobody would be paying attention to him. The only reason we paying attention to this stupid ass shit is because he's a celebrity. So we making it more than what it really is. Everybody fucking lies. Everybody lies for attention at some point. Everybody tells a fucking lie. Or we lie to get ourselves out of trouble. Or we lie just because.
And that's true. I just don't think it's funny.
What I don't agree with is indicting him over it. Okay, he told a lie. Shut the fuck up. Get over it. Our president lied to us all the fucking time. Ain't nobody indicting his ass. I mean, the woman who lied on Emmett Till, whistling at her, they didn't indict her ass, and somebody died over that. I mean, if we're going to indict people for lying, line them up.
Well, she didn't tell that she lied until almost like a few weeks before she died.
On her deathbed.
No, I don't know where did y'all get that story? That woman is alive and well.
I heard she died.
I did too.
Oh, you want to Google her?
Go ahead.
I heard she died.
Yeah, I heard she told it on her deathbed. It was reported.
She alive in Mexico or something? Because it's like,
yeah, apparently on her deathbed. That's what she
told when she told that story. I don't know.
1 hour later.
We had to do some research on it.
Real quick.
As of July 2018, that woman was still alive. So
as of right now,
we're gonna say she alive.
6-7 months.
And it's written documentation that she told a writer who was writing a book about Emmett Till that he did not whistle at her as previously claimed, and that she lied on him. So, I mean, if we gonna, if we gonna line people up for lying, bruh, then we gonna have to start lining everybody up for lying. I feel like this really was not that serious. We making it more serious because of who he is in the spotlight. But
not only that, but because of what it was.
I'm about to get the itis on here.
So a lot of people are attacking because it's like, oh, when he said it was a hate crime or whatever, black people wanted to talk out about it. Now it's like, he could possibly be lying. So
y'all been lying on us for years.
That's the topic of it. But we don't know if he was lying or not. Like I said, the media will spin shit however they want to. I'm waiting for all of it.
Because the chief of police for Chicago said that they have proof that he was the one who sent himself the letters or whatever, but the FBI is saying that he spoke too soon, and the investigation is still ongoing and inconclusive at this time. So he might be telling the truth. If he ain't, so what? God, I'm getting life through the memes because the memes are fucking hilarious.
Yo, I seen one with Jussie and R. Kelly next to. Oh, that's the one you said. That's the one you said. Talking about it's about to be High School Musical up in there.
Well, Jussie ain't in there no more. He posted bail.
R. Kelly
ain't got the money to post bail.
So. R. Kelly been paying off people while he in jail.
Well,
he
been
can't
post
post
people
bills
his whole life.
Yeah.
You better get some of your supporters.
For like 30 years now, he been paying people off. So
no money you ain't got. Now you ain't got bail money.
In a nutshell, the shit is off the chain. Off the chain.
It is.
And that's all we have to say about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
about next?
We talking about does size matters
It's gonna be fun, y'all.
or the connection?
Okay, so basically, let me make sure I'm understanding because I know I'm a little slow, but I'm working with it. So we talking about is size of their penis more important than a connection?
Yes.
Right, yeah. Which one's more important?
Okay, remember I was just talking about that too.
Yeah.
About, well, I said sex. So I guess that's a little different. Because I would want
Is
more
sex
than...
more important?
Are we changing it?
No. We're not
still
changing.
talking about size?
We still talking about size.
Size more important than a
Okay, so somebody, my associate, whatever,
Love you. Can't stand her.
gave me this topic to talk about. So basically, we was going back and forth with it. She was like, oh, I'd rather a connection with my guy. I mean, yes, I'd rather that connection, but I promise you, we're not going to last a long time if you coming around walking around with this little thing with a nice connection. The connection we're not going to even have that sexual connection. So what connection?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. What am I
What
connecting
connecting? Because that is also the part of it too. Like, I gotta connect to you sexually, mentally, physically. Boom, boom, boom.
So at what point? So here's my question then. Because you know how we say the size matter, right?
Yeah.
So if we're focusing on size, at what point is it like, nah, we can't make this work? Because you know it could be like too big or too small. Like, what are you willing to
I'm running
work
away with too big and I'm running away with too small. Because I'm not trying to destroy my vagina. And I'm not trying to not get satisfied by laying there
Aww.
faking.
Y'all know.
So, as for size, I feel like with me, and I'm just going to say the inches, you got to be a certain, and
Y'all know I have a hard
not like that big,
You
but
gotta be a certain height to ride this ride.
exactly. So
I got ride requirements like Disney did.
And you feel like that's more important. But what if you met somebody who you had this great connection with?
we
and
have to
it wasn't like
Why we can't be friends?
it wasn't like they
be just
like
friends.
say you have like this specific size that you're looking for. It wasn't that specific size, but he still is able to like get the job done.
You have to be a certain size to get the job done for me. If you okay, put it like this: if I'm a plumber, right, and I need pliers for the job, I don't care that you got a screwdriver.
Because I need the pliers.
This is a great screwdriver, but I need pliers, so the screwdriver is of no use to me.
So can we say that both are equally important though? Because you could have somebody who's a fuckboy that has the size and can
I connect very well.
do
with
the
fuckboys,
plumbing.
unfortunately.
Yeah, but are you happy?
I'm single, so I feel fantastic.
I can't with her.
All right. To be in a relationship, you have to. I feel like you have to have that sexual connection also with the mental connection. Because if I'm having a connection with you mentally, like Shantae said, we're gonna be friends. We can have conversations all
I
day.
don't have no problem with you being my best friend.
So is it safe to say both are equally important?
Yes.
If you're looking to be in a relationship with somebody, not just on some we fuck buddies type stuff, like I'm seriously trying to build with you.
What is more important, I would say, is the sexual connection.
That's more important?
Yes.
A little bit more. Not like
Yes.
30% more in connection down, but probably like 60-40.
Oh, I was with you on the 30.
Oh, shit, so you more like 70-30.
Yeah.
I would say both is equally.
I'm more like 60-40.
I'm 70. Listen, I'm gonna tell you why. Okay. I'm a very sexual person, as y'all probably can tell.
Mm-hmm.
If the sex is not on point, like it's gonna cause me to want to see what else is out there.
I feel you.
And I'm a very loyal person. I don't cheat.
Yeah, so
I would feel really trapped in a relationship.
Because the only reason why I say 60-40, because you know, what if you grow old with that person and they physically...
I could be fucking till I die. I don't know what the fuck you talking about, but I'm going out throwing it back like, hey.
They can't have sex with you no more. They can't...
Oh, what was Jamaica about to say? Shantae about to bust it down.
Bust it down, Tatiana, bust it down!
Bust it down, Tatiana, bust it down. I'm just saying. I'm be 90 years old still
So it's
busting it down.
It's subjective. It depends on
Yeah,
the person.
because it depends on the person. Because I feel
I
like
get
if
what
I'm
you're
playing
saying.
a girl old with the
Okay,
person,
I get what you're saying. So if the person gets sick and old and their equipment don't work no more, I would probably be like, what's homeboy name that's married to that chef? She's a chef and she got all
get a side girlfriend.
and he got a side girlfriend, and everybody was like, "That's fucked up." I mean, he's still married to her. He's still taking care of her. He is her primary caregiver, but he got him a joint on the side. I feel like that would be me.
Wait, who is this? I haven't heard about this.
What's her name? The black couple.
It's the older black lady.
Damn.
I forgot that lady.
Oh my gosh.
How old is she?
She real old.
She old.
She's like 60 something.
Oh, how old
She's
is
in her
he?
70s.
She is?
Yeah, she's in her 70s or maybe even her 80s. But she
No,
has
she's not that old.
Oh,
80s.
okay.
But I know she's like a famous chef.
She's a famous black chef, and I cannot think of her name right now to save my life.
Oh my god.
But her husband has a girlfriend.
Yes.
They're still married.
Girlfriend,
He takes.
I think
very
that's
good
why
care
they
of her.
more so.
That's her primary caregiver.
So he's still married to be able to take care of her then.
Yes, he's holding true. In my opinion, he's holding true to his vows.
Yeah.
It say through sickness and health till death do us part, and he's still married. He's still there. He's taking care of her, but there is no relationship there because her mind no longer exists.
Damn,
That's different. That's different though.
Different than
She
what?
don't have any mental, and then of course he's not gonna have
But
sex
that's-
with her. But I feel like with the whole fact of
But okay, so what if you with somebody and they get sick and they're paralyzed from the waist down? Now they can't fuck no more.
Would you stay in that relationship?
it depends on when that happened. I mean, most likely I'll stay in a
No,
relationship.
you're married.
Oh yeah, most likely I'll stay married to that
And
person.
you're not gonna have sex no more. So you giving up sex?
No, you better strap a dildo. You're gonna bounce it on that chair.
Or I'ma just get toys.
Is that X-rated? I'm sorry.
So toys.
It depends on how
Okay.
old I am.
Okay.
Her name
If
is
I'm-
B. Smith.
B. Smith.
Yes.
B. Smith. That's her name. Yes.
Yes.
I haven't heard this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was like something that would pass by like a month ago or
Well,
something.
some people,
like that.
yeah, but people was really upset though when they found out
Yeah.
that he had a girlfriend and felt like, oh, you cheating on her in front of her face and she's not at the mental capacity where she can say or do anything about it.
But the
And I
daughter
feel
accepted
like-
it, which is her daughter, not
Yeah,
his.
I feel
She was
like at the end of the day, you get into these situations where it sound good on the outside, looking and it sound good that he should be faithful and stay with his wife and honor their vows and never
I
have
think
sex
people
again.
are saying it because
But-
she was rich and he wasn't, and she was the main income, and now it's like people's like he's only with her for a money thing. Because you know
But the thing is, if
He
she
got a little bit
passed,
of money.
a little bit of money,
but the
but
thing is, if
she's
she
not
passed,
as
he's
much.
still her
His
husband.
name is
Yeah.
Still her husband either way.
Dan
Yeah.
Gatsby.
What's his name?
Dan Gatsby.
Yeah.
I don't know if it works for the family, whatever. I
Long
think sometimes we
story
try to, tell people what we feel like they should do.
I don't conform. Me personally, I know I don't conform to conventional methods of relationships anyway.
Yeah.
Because I feel like as an American society tells you some things that I feel like are unrealistic. And I feel like it really should be based off of what works best for the two people that are involved in it. If it make you happy, what you eat don't make me shit. So
I agree with that.
at the end of the day,
Because we have
That
to
is
tell
true.
people how they should live, what they should do, you know what I mean? And
And
I ain't
that's not
telling nobody how they
necessarily-
should, because I do me, I do me.
and I know the way I do me, a lot of people will be like, oh my God. And I'm
Yeah.
like, this is me and this is what makes me happy. So for me personally,
ain't none of us God.
that too.
Exactly.
That too.
So,
Exactly.
Ooh.
So for me, it's a 60-40
I'm a 7.
sexual, 40 connection.
I'm not willing
I'd
to
say they're
sacrifice
equally
that.
important. I can't
Yeah.
agree that if I'm not, being satisfied on the one end, then the other kind of like lacks. So then you're kind of not really happy in that relationship. Well, for me, I feel like if one is lacking,
Sometimes
then I'm
you
not
get
really happy in
stigmatized.
the relationship. So I have to have like equal stigmatized. I can't.
Cause that's
I
my
have
problem
an equal.
because I kind of like, okay, you know how sex like releases endorphins in your brain?
Yeah.
It
That-
helps out with migraines and all that.
It sure do.
It sure do.
Take
If you got a major headache, migraine,
I have chronic migraines, okay?
Yes.
please
Orgasm is
go
a cure.
get an orgasm.
Orgasm
Go get
is
an
a
orgasm
cure.
like it's something you get from the store.
Look, you ain't even gotta pay for it. Give it to yourself.
Exactly.
Give it to you.
Yo,
And
it
what you say
releases.
is, know your body.
Know your
Yes,
Start
know
getting
your
to
body.
know your body. That migraine come along, start getting to know your body.
Yeah. You know, if you don't got nobody there,
Start getting to know your body.
Rub one out real quick. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know me, I'm gonna condone masturbation all day, every day. But
That's the rope one out one real quick.
it's just that feeling though. To get back to what I was saying, the reason I said about the endorphins is because that happiness feeling, you could get addicted to that shit. Like for me, I don't know. There's been some situations where maybe I wasn't completely happy in the relationship, but that little bit helped.
It was like
It
dignitized.
No, it don't be necessarily dignitized because really. To be honest, I'm such a sexual person that you really don't gotta do too much work. Let me do it. I got it. You probably don't know what you're doing anyway.
Wait a minute, I'm about to choke over here. What?
And then I was like, oh, I had a conversation too. Like the sex that I was having in my 20s was trash compared to the sex that I've been having in my 30s.
Being more experienced,
Yeah, being more experienced is when you take your orgasm. Let me tell y'all something real quick. Taste tips real quick.
Taste tip real quick.
When you take control of your own orgasm,
it
opens up a whole fucking world that you didn't even know exists. It's Pandora's box, and you cannot.
She talks about this in season 1.
Listen,
like catch up on that. Go back to season 1 and catch up on that.
I'm gonna preach this to y'all so the day I close my eyes. My kids gonna come to me for advice. My grandkids, my great grandkids, and I'm gonna get them all the same advice. Like, have a healthy, active, fun, functioning sex life, and don't be scared to say what you want to do and what your limits are or are not, and what you take control of your own sex life. And I promise you.
And you know what? I'm just to piggyback on that. I think that especially I don't know, it's becoming more of an open topic nowadays than it was like back in the day. But I think when it comes to like society and talking about sex and wanting to talk about sex with like their kids or like nieces, nephews or whatever,
I did have that one auntie though.
I feel like that's important though.
Yeah.
I feel like the reason why so many people get into trouble or don't know situations or know what to do.
I know I used to be cringing with my parents.
Talk about it.
I know I used to be
and we
cringing
try to get
with
raised
my parents
to not want to hear it though.
Yeah, it's taboo. Don't talk about
I be like,
but my parents used to be like, Jamaica. I used to be like,
there were times like
it was like I was like 10 years old. I'm like, y'all
my
just gonna talk about this.
They just was very open
But
and honest.
It
is good. It is good.
I think it helps.
Be open
To not be ignorant.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And
it
be
does.
like, oh, we gonna keep this on the hush hush. No,
because I feel like that's when kids decide they want to try because they're like, oh, more so.
It didn't necessarily make me want to try, but it made me very bold because my mother used to say stuff to us like, "Don't have a little boy humping away at you, get all his pleasure, and you just laying there not enjoying yourself. Don't you be that girl." So from a young age, I kind of like already knew like if this is not feeling how I want it to feel,
this is not
I'm gonna tell you.
And not just that, but just like helping kids understand a little bit more about the hormonal differences or changes that they're going through when they're younger.
Yes.
It's kind of like the show Big Mouth. Shout out to Jordan Peele. It's kind
But
of like
that show's not for kids. Do not let your kids watch that show.
Don't.
Because I almost did it by mistake and I was like, oh shit.
But it touches on the different changes that kids go through hormonally and them trying to figure it out on their own.
Yeah.
What the hell is going on with them? And then we find out that the kids are doing certain things that they shouldn't be doing because the parents are not really engaging when it comes to that type of thing. Like, educate your kids. Talk about it.
Yeah.
Talk about different relationship scenarios that they may encounter. Like I had a conversation last week with Lane, and she gonna hit me one day. She gonna be like 17, 18, and go back and watch all these videos and be like, my mother used to be telling all my business on YouTube. But anyway, we had a conversation because she's 11, she's going through puberty, she's pretty, boys is at her, she's into boys, whatever. I try to limit her from doing too much for her age. Mm-hmm. I know I can't control her from doing any and everything because she spends more hours in a day away from me than she does with me. But like she had a little, situation with this one little boy who isn't the brightest crayon in the box. And for me, I just kind of was like, why are you dating a stupid boy? Like, I get that he cute or whatever, but he's the stupid boy in class. Like, he been left back a couple times, and that's the boy you picked.
I can't.
And I made her like seriously sit down and think about why you attracted to this boy. What do you see in this boy? Give me some good qualities about this boy that you feel entitles him to you in any way, shape, or form. Out of all the boys that you picked to be your quote unquote boyfriend, which you're not even supposed to have in the first place, but we'll get to that another time. What about this boy is so interesting for you and he can't read right?
Yo, that's important though, because that's how you teach your kids to have standards.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? How many fucked up situations you know that have happened around you or even in your personal life due to the fact that you later on look back and was like, yo, I should have had some fucking standards.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I know I have.
And not to get too preachy with it, but by the time I finished that conversation with her, she was in tears because I'm like, listen, I'm not saying anything wrong against the little boy. Whatever his situation is, I hope it gets better for him. Mm-hmm. However, with the daughter that I'm raising, I named you, and this is what I told her, I named you Aliyah Leilani. Your name literally means highest exalted child of God. By God, by God himself, you are going to present yourself in that way. I didn't name you no junk. I didn't give birth to junk. Do you see who your mother is?
I can't.
You're not about to walk around these streets just doing anything, dating whoever. No, you're not gonna do it. You're not gonna do it. The reason you're not gonna do it is because you are better than that. Have some standards for yourself. Have some pride in yourself, and have some pride in the type of mate that you're picking for yourself. Mm-hmm. And these are things that I'm teaching her from 11 years old. I'm not saying that I want her to run out tomorrow and get married or have a boyfriend or any of that.
But you're grooming.
But she's a kid and she's gonna do shit that I tell her not to do, because we did. A lot of the times we get mad at these kids.
But at the end of the day, it does, like, it becomes embedded in the child because you're grooming them. Like,
She's gonna be 17 and she's not gonna be impressed with y'all bullshit.
Exactly.
She ain't gonna go for no fuckboy because from the age of 11, I'm already telling her, have some standards for yourself. And if you breaking down in tears right now telling me that you don't know why you like this boy and you crying, something ain't right.
That's puberty.
It's puberty, and all of this is a learning process. You know what puberty is? A learning process on learning yourself, learning how to interact throughout society, whether it be through a job, school, relationships with your friends. That's all that you learning in puberty. All of that. How you come out on the other end of puberty is basically how you gonna end up the rest of your life. That's the reality of it. So if you can come out okay on the end part, that's the goal. You feel what I'm saying? But I digress. Because I'll get real, preachy in a minute.
The moral of this segment is let us know which one matters.
Yeah. We want to know what y'all think.
And
you prefer size?
Let me speak to the ladies real quick.
Go ahead, Brian.
I just want to say, I mean, because, women, y'all have like a thing where it's like, oh, y'all want the man to take charge and all this stuff like that. If you got a nigga and he like, you know what I'm saying, you take control sometimes, you let me know how you want things to be done. That's somebody that care about your orgasm.
Facts.
Because if it ain't going right,
he
cool with
it's
him.
Not just about his nut.
Yeah.
It's about yours.
And he be like, but what do you like? So what are you into?
If you chilling, if
Pass
y'all
the
doing
wine.
y'all thing or whatever, and he don't mind, let you do you, get yours. That's your opportunity.
But that goes along with what Shantae said. Know your body. Know what you like.
And know who you fucking.
That's right. That's right.
This is not for your kids, I swear.
So the next topic that we're going to discuss.
We funny today.
Right? This is really X-rated today, guys.
Yeah,
I don't know what we got going on.
I don't know
if it's the Hennessy or the wings.
Or the wine.
Or the wine.
We said Mardi Gras style.
Okay?
We just
Let's
get
get
all
this
kinds
all out
of
of our system before Lent, okay? So this next topic is...
What?
Before Lent?
What?
Yes.
I can't even do it.
That's what Mardi Gras is about. So March, in case y'all don't know, let me give y'all a quick history lesson. March 5th is Fat Tuesday, which is Mardi Gras, which is literally what that means, Fat Tuesday. What that is the Tuesday before Ash Wednesday, where you got to get all your sinning out of your system. So we're going to get all the sinning out of our system before the Easter season starts. Because, for 40 days and 40 nights, we're supposed to be fasting. We're supposed to be in prayer. This is a spiritual time, guys.
To make up for us being heathens.
Yeah, let's go ahead and look. We're going to be heathens now.
Look, ain't nobody finna stop eating, though.
We gonna still eat, though.
We're going to eat, guys.
We gonna still eat for the show.
I'm gonna stop heathening.
But overall,
I have a specific diet.
That's it.
That's what Mardi Gras is, guys. All right, so we're gonna get all the sinning out. So this week and next week, we get all the sinning out of
That's
us.
too funny.
With that being said, the next topic is circumcised versus uncircumcised. Now,
We don't need that extra skin.
I'm gonna be fair and say that I literally have only had one person in my life. No, I lied. There was two.
There was one for me.
I had two.
I
now,
never
the first person I was
went with
young.
somebody. Well, I never had sex with somebody that was uncircumcised.
Well, I have. So the first person, he was very clean, took very good care of himself. So for him, I will make the exception. And the sex was really good. Now I'm thinking about it. It was really, really good.
So you had sex with him?
Yo, drop some comments because there's like different.
Everybody got differences.
experiences when
Yeah.
it comes to that.
Because I had a bad experience with a guy who was uncircumcised, and
The skin got caught up?
no, it didn't get caught
I
up.
can't stand.
What happened was, it was our first
That's
time.
impossible, but you know what
Our
I'm
first and only time, really. It was our first and only time, and the reason it was our first and only time is because when I went to put the condom on him, there was an odor, and I was like,
Ooh!
Smegma.
He had a
he was
little,
like,
little funk in it.
And because I'm such a vocal person, y'all know I wasn't gonna let that shit just rock.
Yeah.
I was like, why I smell like that?
Smeg.
Why sting?
He was like, oh, because I had just took a piss and I came from boiling at the gym. I was like, you need to go take a whole shower.
Wait, you about to have
And
sex
come
with your
back
little sweaty
fresh.
balls
'Cause
and
what-
piss?
Yeah, what we knock onto is I'm not fucking sweaty balls. And I'm not having sex with somebody who smell like that. Like,
Yeah,
that's,
like it's because men be doing stuff to our whole pH balance.
you're not about to knock my pH
You ain't
balance
about to fuck
off.
my shit up.
fucking us up.
Yeah, you're not. So for me personally, after that one experience, I was like, yeah, I'm not into. And it looked funny.
Oh
I'm
my
telling
God,
you.
shut up.
It does. Okay, I seen. Okay.
It
It
looked
didn't
like
look that funny.
it looked
I
like
seen
a
a guy with an uncircumcised penis, and I was just like, yeah, that's not
Why
gonna
did
happen.
it-
Y'all remember that movie?
It's
I
not
wonder if
like
y'all
that.
remember this movie.
It just looked.
It was
disgusting.
like a thriller, and these people was like out in the desert,
Like
and
a
these
pigs in a
big
blanket.
ass like worms used to come out the ground.
Yeah.
Tremors.
Tremors. Yeah.
That's what that shit looked like.
I was about to say, why it look weird to you? Because it reminded you of
It
Tremors.
reminded me of Tremors. I'm
It looked
traumatized.
like pigs in a blanket.
Did that too?
It does.
It does.
A turtle in a shell.
Yeah.
Like,
But I've heard like different experiences when it comes to that though, because like some guys will say that they, that it makes the sexual experience a little bit better.
But I heard they were supposed to gradually pull it up on their own. But I ain't never seen that part.
you're not supposed to pull it on your own. Okay, first of all, to be honest, scientifically speaking, circumcision is barbaric.
Yeah.
Supposedly.
Supposedly.
First of all, the foreskin.
Ooh, they do it to women in certain countries.
Yeah. And the foreskin has a lot of nerve endings, and we cut that off and expose the head of the penis. And that has become normalized to us. But technically speaking, we cutting off some nerve endings, and y'all maybe not fully enjoying sex because of that. So, I mean, but then at the same time, you gotta be like 100% clean.
Yeah.
Cause that shit, think about it. It's on the equivalent of wiping front to like.
But
The
the
woman
thing
has
is,
to wipe
I
her
feel
vagina
like
a certain way.
I
You gotta clean your dick a certain way.
Yeah, I just feel like it just be looking ugly. But then again, it be
I feel like it's ugly.
circumcised penis sometimes be looking ugly too. So it's like.
I mean, a pretty dick is gonna be a pretty dick.
Yeah.
I've never seen a pretty one that was uncircumcised. I've seen some
Yeah.
that are pretty that are circumcised.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe I just didn't get to see one.
You ever seen one so pretty that you just like have to look at it for a minute, like?
But there's also benefits
That's
to
nice.
being circumcised, right?
So
But
on the
the
other
most-
side
the
of
most
science,
important part is
yeah,
the
it's cleanliness,
Yeah.
really.
Prevent bacteria, infections, and all types of other
But
stuff.
that comes into play with you having to be, clean.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, pull that head back, get that,
Low key,
empty
that's
in the
really
stomach.
why they do it, so that it won't impede the reproductive process by like giving the woman any kind of
Infections,
Yeah.
throwing her pH balance off and all that shit. Because you could be
pH
circumcised and still be throwing women's pH balances
Yeah.
off. Y'all need to start eating right, okay?
Yeah. Like you know how they expect us to eat pineapples?
Take care of your hygiene.
Right.
Like, you expect for us to take care
Exactly.
of
Drink more water. Stop
Drink
drinking
water.
soda all the time.
Eat more fruit.
That's
Stop drinking all that liquor.
Y'all know that,
Right?
that
Henny
Old
is not
Spice
gonna match.
commercial with Dion.
Yes.
That's why I love that commercial. Men have skin too. I just want my own body wash. Yes, take care of that.
Yes.
Perfect. Yes.
Yes.
I love a good smelling man.
Right?
That too. When a man is clean,
Like-
ooh, let me tell you, when they be clean, when they be fresh out the shower and they neck don't taste like salt,
Right? Salty.
my God.
Come out of the shower smelling like $1 soap. I love
What?
it. Because I love the cleaning aisle. I will go down that aisle just to smell.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I love the smell. So
Oh,
if you
when
get
you-
out of the shower smelling like Dial soap,
I can't do.
Or when they be like, when a nigga dressed up to go to the club or go out, and they invest in a good cologne.
Yes.
Invest in a good cologne.
Yeah.
but those who just have that natural body smell.
Ooh,
like
when
have
they
you ever
pheromones.
been around-
But that's the ones that really take care of their You know,
Yes.
those the ones.
You
Because
got that
they just got
natural
that
body
natural.
smell.
Even when they don't eat pork.
Yes.
The ones that drink water.
Let's take care of our bodies, y'all.
The ones that eat fruits.
Yes.
I'm trying to take care of mine. You know.
You know,
the ones that grease their scalp with coconut oil.
I
Right.
can't.
or they skin with coconut oil.
Oh, that's like
Smelling like-
kings. Woo!
And a lot of them
Smelling like a coconut cake.
The intake, you know, the stuff.
Yeah, what you
know,
eat. Vegetables.
Yeah.
You know, you need to take that, eat that too. Vegetables, fruits, water, all of that is necessary for everybody. Like not
Y'all
just
want
women.
us to take care of ourselves. Y'all need to take care of yourselves.
Yeah.
You see the reaction of 3 ladies up here who are telling y'all how turned on we get by y'all
Just from the smell.
eating right and showering on a daily basis.
Yeah, baby.
Look how low, that's the bare minimum. We giving y'all like we dropping jewels for y'all. These are gems. And this is just basic ass shit that you gotta
Right?
do.
Taking a shower, eating right. It's something that you can just
Boom.
Put
right?
Put your water.
Right?
And make sure it's good water. Don't be drinking what should I take on Aquafina, the toilet water?
And I hate Zephyrils. I don't know.
Yeah.
Zephyr's is good though.
I don't like
It
Zephyrils.
don't taste that great, but it's actually a good water. But that damn Aquafina, that the Sunny.
Yeah. It does taste
Bitch, I
off.
wouldn't get that to my dog.
It tastes like dirt. It tastes like dirt is sprinkling
It's
in
not
it.
good for your pH balance.
It's not.
Yeah, it's not. It's
They
don't
laugh
have
at
to
me
be good
because I
either.
drink Fiji.
No, because I used to drink that
No,
soap all
we
the
don't.
time. I drink
Fiji
Fiji and
and
Iceland. What is it? Iceland?
Icelandic.
Icelandic. Good water.
That's what y'all got to do.
I drink.
fellas.
Drink some good water that got high pH. Ooh,
Yeah,
Now drop
ooh,
the comments. Circumcised or no? We want to know.
You can look it up on Google.
Spring
They'll let you
water.
know water with high pH, and they give
They
you the
will.
top 10.
And Icelandic put
It's
it on
not.
the bottom.
Yeah.
It's not a high. It's, you want to drink water that's alkaline.
Alkaline.
Like,
Alkaline, yeah.
Alkaline. Alkaline. You want to be.
Yeah.
My grandfather used to say, if I cut you open, your insides is black. If you cut me open, my insides are pink. Cause I alkaline.
You know,
So-
so good. You know the plant, and you just people put that in their hair.
What plant?
Is it aloe?
Aloe.
Aloe, that's the
Aloe. I grow that in my
Yeah.
front yard.
That
Aloe
Yeah.
is really good for
My
you.
grandmother, yeah, it is
That
good for
plant
It
you.
cleans out your
Awesome.
insides.
My dad be
It's good
drinking
for your
it. He
hair,
blends it up in like
My
the
sister
water.
introduced me to that.
Yeah, but he's always like since we was like in elementary, he'd be like, drink this cup of I'd be like,
It's
It's
gonna
gonna
make
make
you
you
good
drink
when
it.
you go.
But it's
But it's
good
gonna
for
make
you.
you shit.
yes.
It's like a natural purge.
It's a natural clean out. So
Yeah.
if
Which is
your
a good
body
thing.
is in, you know,
You don't
you
respect
feeling a
that.
little
Do
ooh,
this, listen.
drink that because it's gonna clean
But
you
do
out.
it
real-
over the weekend when you ain't gotta go to work the next day.
or whenever your days off is, because Lord, you gonna be praying in the toilet. Like, why are you doing this to me?
And then you can take a shower
Why you
and be
doing this
fresh
to me?
after. So you see how it all lines up? Get in the shower after that. Your inside is clean. Your outside is
We
clean.
taking a shower every other
Why she
hour.
sound like that?
Why you doing this to me?
I'm just saying, once you know when you drink a clean out, and then you go to the bathroom, you be like, Lord.
Yeah, not especially in our line. Where
Yeah.
you gotta be on the phones.
Oh,
Oh, you ever had
You
this
too
shit
busy
when you
in
on
the
phone with
bathroom.
friends?
what? And you gotta clench.
And they be asking, well, do you have any availability here?
Girl, you even know I gotta
What do
use
you
the
have
bathroom right now.
availability there? Well, how about if I travel during such and such? I'll be like, bitch, get off my phone. I got a shit.
Go figure that out and call us back.
Right, ma'am. I need you to get your calendar together. Go sit down with your husband and y'all figure y'all life out together.
And you be talking real fast because you gotta go. You be like, all right, do you want to do
And then
this?
you know how you gotta ask, is there anything else I can assist you with? I don't even ask that shit.
You
Look,
be like, all right, boom,
they
boom, boom.
calling, blah, blah, blah.
I do,
Wonderful
but I
day.
low key be be on the other end praying like, please don't say nothing else.
Right?
I'm not
Please,
even gonna give
like,
it a chance.
Please.
Okay.
I'm gonna
We're good.
fail that call.
Please be done.
They're gonna get an F on that call. When they ask me why, I'm gonna be like,
I had to go to the
I
bathroom.
had to use the bathroom.
it was. I had to let go of that God. it was going down.
Oh,
Shut up in my bones.
I can't tell.
But anyways, we want to hear from you, circumcised or no. You know, y'all be acting like y'all afraid to comment.
Right? Y'all need to comment what y'all got.
Comment.
Let us know.
We like to interact.
Let us know.
I mean, you can do it anonymously. We have that
Circumcised or uncircumcised? Let us know.
The last topic of the day. Does society put more on a woman to have a man than they do on a male to actually grow up and be a man? So I guess, you know, let's start off by clarifying what we mean by this.
Yes.
Well, you know, they have, you know, the typical, if you have a girl, then you gotta like watch out for her more, and you know, be on her more so than you will the boy, and it's almost like boys will be boys type of mentality. So, are we teaching our boys
to be real
to be
men,
responsible and accountable? So
Yes.
that's what we mean by, you know, a man being a man, responsible and accountability. And I feel like what goes along with that is being honest, you know, knowing how to treat
Faithful,
a woman,
loyal,
knowing how to treat a woman,
Yep.
you know, and
Knowing, like, getting to know your woman, even if it's not knowing how to treat, because everybody's different.
Yeah.
My light bulb just went off. My
What's
light
up?
bulb.
Ding, ding.
So basically, it's like, are we setting real expectations on what we should want in a man versus what we're actually raising our men to be?
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go.
Yep. Basically.
There you go.
Damn, that girl's smart.
I can't do it.
There you go. And I think that society does, you know, kind of put pressure on a woman to, you know, we're raised to be groomed as if, you know, you got to get married, you got to have kids, you got to, you know, be this
You can't
way.
do it.
We're supposed to be doing it with. Like,
Yeah.
the guys that are, and I'm not saying
But
that
when it
men
comes,
against
when
the
it
men
comes
in
to boys, it's like boys will be boys.
It's like,
So
we
your
also
roles-
gotta groom our men or boys or whatever the same way that we're grooming.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is how I see
girls.
it, because being a mother of both. Okay, so the way I see it is, I can't tell my daughter that these are things that she should be looking for in a man, and then not raise boys that fit that standard.
Exactly.
So if I'm gonna tell her that this is what she should be looking for in a male, then I gotta be able to. Yeah, I gotta be able to provide that same example.
Yep.
So, for instance, like I always say, there's no gender roles in my house.
Mm-hmm.
My boys, okay, my daughter started to learn to cook when she was 9. My boys have been learning to cook since they were 9. My boys take out the trash. My daughter can take out the trash. Most of the time, I don't let her, but she can. I already trained her to be able to do so. There's certain things that, you know, fixing stuff around the house. There's no gender roles for that. You know what I'm saying? Cleaning up, doing certain chores around the house. There's no gender roles for that. Mm-hmm. It's just, there are certain things that, yes, I instill in my boys that I feel like are particular to a boy. But
yeah, like lifting up stuff or, you know, certain things that...
I tell them straight up. I'll be like, okay, Aaliyah, you got to learn how to do it for yourself just in case you have to do it for yourself.
Yeah.
But boys, don't let your sister do that for herself.
Exactly. That's how my parents raised me and Khalid too, is the same way. Like, I was able to do the same stuff, you know, as a guy was able to do, but then at the same time, Khalid was like, you know, being my brother, like, oh, I'm not going to let my sister do the stuff when I'm right there. Exactly. Yes, I'm able to do the same shit a nigga might be able to do.
Right.
But it's, you know, you got to raise your sons to be the same way. You got to raise your sons to be the man that you want your daughter to be with, basically.
That's true. And I think where we drop the ball with a lot of the times is, you know, we feel like it's okay for a guy to do whatever, and like Shantae said, soy your royal oats or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Now, if that's the case, you know,
Why don't girls get that?
Exactly. And I feel like whether you're female or male, you know, people, whether you're female or male, you have your moments where everybody be like, I had my whole phase, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know, but I feel like as much as we, you know,
I'm not fucking with you.
So silly.
I done had
As much as we tell, you know, females to value themselves and how their body is a temple, the Bible does not specify. The Bible does not say your body is a temple if you're a female. Your body is a temple, period.
Yeah.
And I feel like we don't show a value in our boys like we do with our girls when it comes to letting them know and teaching them that their bodies are a temple as well. I tell my nephews this all the time. Not everybody deserves the D.
Exactly.
Not everybody deserves your energy because that's what you do. It's a transference.
When a man treats himself that way as well, I feel like he just be a better man anyway.
Yeah,
when he treats himself respectfully.
When a nigga put himself up on a pedestal,
yes,
I'm more attracted to that than I
nigga
am with a playboy or a player or all that. I'm not, listen, honest to God, I feel like if I hear a nigga say that he slept with a certain person that I consider to be of a lower standard, it kind of turns me off. I'd be like, you slept with who? If you stood a chance before, you might not stand one now because now you're going to put me and that bitch in the same category and I'll be damned. I'll be damned. Now, it'd be one thing if I don't know about it or whatever the case may be, but if I know for a fact, like, boom, yeah, I slept with this person, I'd be like, nigga, you slept with her?
Right?
She don't bathe on a regular.
Shut up,
what the fuck?
I'm like, what the fuck?
She don't bathe on a regular.
I grew up, listen, I'm going to tell you because I grew up around boys. I'm the first girl, so I grew up around all boys, and I used to hear my cousins and brothers and stuff like that say shit like, pussy ain't got no face. Yup, the fuck? Yes, it do. Yes, it do. And if you the type of nigga that feel like pussy ain't got no face, I'm not the one for you because you're not about to put me in the same category as a bunch of scragglers. Like,
have standards as well for your boys, just like you do your girls. I feel like it's important, and I feel like it would help when it comes to the dating scene because
not only that though.
She said, like, you know, like people be talking about, you know, like the P ain't got, I don't like that word. The P ain't got no face and all that kind of stuff. I hate that word. I do too. You will still get lay in the bed. You will still share your body. Just feel like dick is
and then the older that you get, the more you realize certain things like soul ties.
Exactly.
Every person that you have sex with becomes connected to your soul. So if you knew that at a younger age, like if I knew that at a younger age, oh my god, I'd probably be a virgin. Yeah. Truth be told,
like for real, you ever sit back and just be like, yo, what the fuck? Yeah. Or I've done that.
When you see people that you used to deal with and you see them like now, and you be like,
oh, why the fuck did
what the hell was going on?
Why did I waste my time?
Like I was going through some shit. Like I have done that. I've literally done there and sit there and been like, yo, what the fuck was happening?
It's like she's thinking about it right now.
I'm going through a whole Rolodex like.
Really, bitch? Like, what the fuck did I do?
Really, bitch? You played yourself.
Like, what the fuck? Like, what took me so long to grasp this concept? Because I was wilding the fuck out. Like, seriously, I've sat back and like thought about that. Like, what the fuck was going on with me?
You know what it was? Okay, I feel like boys have the opportunity to explore their sexuality on a sense of they can go out there and have sex with however many women to find themselves.
And not be judged.
But women can't do the same. So I took it upon myself when I was at college. I was like, none of this shit counts in the future. Like, I'm going to go ahead and experiment and do what the fuck I want to do. And if anybody got anything to say about it, fuck you. This is my life. This is my body. And I got to find my own.
I low-key, though, wish I would have withheld like myself from a lot of people.
I wish I did too, but
I feel like
why the fuck did I even let you touch me?
Exactly. Like what the fuck was going on with me? If I could do it all over, I would have reached out to somebody like Shantae and been like, yo, bitch, show me how to like teach me how to explore my own self
before I let this nigga do it.
Because
honestly, It took me going through some shit though to get to this point. You feel what I'm saying? I wouldn't have been able to say to y'all, masturbate, learn your body.
Well,
I wouldn't have been able to tell y'all
that. But people shame it. You know what I'm saying? When you're younger, it's like, yo, am I doing
everything they think about it when it comes to women and sex. Every fucking thing we do is freaking taboo.
Yeah.
It's frowned upon.
Yeah.
How dare you enjoy sex? How dare you masturbate?
It's like,
how dare
that's
you
not even,
experience
It's
it with
not
different
a
people?
child,
It's
and
even
that's
to the
it.
point to where married people can't even talk about it. Like, bitch, that's what you got married for, though. Like,
Right?
you supposed to be
Let
able
me
to
tell
be
you
like,
something. When I get married, I'm swinging on some chandeliers, bitch. Like,
And I'm talking about it.
I'm talking about it.
You know what me and my husband did? Oh!
My kids gonna
We
be grossed out.
experienced something?
They be like, Ma, not at Thanksgiving dinner.
Not to too many people though, because low key bitches be sitting back thinking like, oh, I wish I had that. No.
Yeah, I feel
But-
you. But I'm just
I
talking
mean,
about
I'm not a bragger as far as I'm gonna tell people about what me and my husband do. But if the conversation of our sex life ever
it
comes
comes
up,
up. Yeah, that's what I'm talking
I'm
about.
gonna be like, my shit lit.
Yeah.
We good over here.
Right, exactly.
Like,
That's what I'm saying. But not like, oh, bitch, let me tell you what happened with me. Nah.
Not details.
Not details. But
I could give you a taste tip or two.
as for like, I'm not gonna be like, oh, you talking about sex? Well, I'm not like that anyway. But I'm just saying, once it's with my yes, we.
Because I got some
do.
friends who are kind of, I call them prudes. They prudes. I got some friends who be like, oh my god, we're not gonna have a talk. We're not talking
about this.
We're
Talk
not
about
talking about
what? Like, come on, let's be real.
It's part of like the reproductive, like it's part of the reason why we're born. Like I don't understand.
This is
It's why we're here.
This
It's
is
why
why
we
it's
get married.
60-40, and this is why
70-30.
right? This is why.
You gotta be equal with me.
It's like you can't just give me a connection and feel like we're not gonna. No.
I could listen. There's a lot of things that I could overlook. Honest to God, seriously.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of things that I could overlook. I cannot overlook sex. I cannot, because like I said, to me, I feel like I'm not a cheater. I'm so freaking loyal. But if I'm dissatisfied sexually, I'm gonna want to cheat, and then now I'm the wrong one.
Yeah.
But really, is you.
Yeah. People be honest with yourselves.
Yeah.
Honest as to where
And
you
then
are.
And with
be
your partner.
open to correction
Yes.
and instruction. When a woman is telling you,
Because you haven't had her yet. This is
not
a different woman.
Don't be saying shit like, oh, I never had no complaints before. Maybe the bitches was stupid.
Exactly. Maybe they didn't care.
Or maybe their
'cause
body
they
was built different and their G-spots was in a different place. Or maybe they were just too ashamed or afraid to talk to you about it.
Know your audience.
But whatever way it goes, if you're with a woman right now, and that woman right now is telling you right now that your sex is trash, you need to take that into account and maybe
switch
hear
it up
her
a little
out.
bit.
Switch it around.
Ask her like,
Ask her what you like.
What you like?
Try some shit. And you don't have to wait until you're actually in the bedroom to do it.
And if you're comfortable enough to have sex with this person, you should be comfortable enough to have this
To
conversation.
be
If you are not comfortable
open
enough to have this
to
conversation, then maybe you
opinions.
should be doing what you're doing.
Because
that goes for male and female.
I'll be the first one. No. That shit ain't working. That shit ain't working. No. No. Get the fuck.
See, I like to do it in a sexy way. I'll be like, oh, don't you want to put my leg here? Don't you want me to? You don't want me to throw it back like this? I'm trying to listen. When I do little cute shit like that, I'm trying to help you out. I'm telling you, you're not hitting the right spot. So let me show you real quick.
A better way.
You know?
I just kind of like movie.
I won't be like nah. I'll be like.
I just kind of be like. Okay.
I'd be like, no.
Yeah, right here.
Position it right.
Right
You be like,
right
okay,
here.
let me get the position for you, and then we can go from there.
And
Or you go on all fours. You be like, okay, yeah, right.
Yeah. There you go. Now you in the right spot.
I'm sorry, y'all. Mama, if you're watching this, yes.
Right.
But
we grown.
Exactly.
I got 3 children. Jamaica got 1. Y'all know what we doing.
I'm in my 30s.
You in your 30s. We know what you're doing.
Right. Let's be real now.
Yeah. And I'm not just talking to my younger generation. I'm talking to y'all old heads too.
Right? Because some of y'all just be accepting shit too.
You know how you be like setting your ways? They just be setting their ways.
Yeah.
This is what they used to.
They said my old hoes.
Look, Earl.
I can't
Try some new shit, Earl.
Try some new shit, Earl.
Don't be out there killing yourself though, Earl.
Don't get a heart attack.
You know,
Don't try to catch up to the young ones.
Read the
bottle.
If it say don't take more than, don't take more
And
than.
listen, and Miss Cheryl, you know, if you're a certain age or whatever, know your limits. Cause the knees be making a sound for a reason. You know, so
It's just like a car.
yeah.
As it gets older.
It's gonna make some sounds.
You
Put
know,
some WD-40 on it and keep it
Especially
moving.
if you ain't out there eating right and exercising.
Right.
I'm telling y'all.
See, eating right and
Kylie
exercising.
put me onto something. Kylie put me onto something. If you do, it's funny. But y'all ever heard about taking collagen for your bones?
Yeah.
For your bones and your muscles?
Yes.
Y'all need to probably take that shit too.
I was
So the shit won't be
thinking
cracking it. Yeah,
now,
Kylie
listen.
said he take because he got hit by a car or whatever. So he be taking it for his bones. Take that shit too. Once a day.
Yeah, I've heard about
Listen,
that.
I'm not a spring chicken no more myself. So one of my knees is my left knee. When I be on like riding, and you know how you
When I be riding.
yeah, okay.
Yo, when you exercise, it helps you though.
Yeah.
You know, I exercised one day, and
And then you get it like, oh! You got a little bounce more.
I was like, nigga, I stretched for 15 minutes today. This shit paying off, right? So when you on it and you can do your little squats, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you know your tippy toes, right?
Yeah.
My knee though.
You need that collagen
I
once
need
a
the
day.
collagen
Once
because
a day.
it don't hurt or whatever. It's
But
not.
you can still, you just want to last longer than, you don't want
Right.
it cracking up on
I
you.
don't like
wanna
it.
be
It sound like
like, alright,
popcorn.
Yeah, you don't want to be like, alright, we got
It's
some
just like
something else.
pop, 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 pop. I'm like, come on, me. Why you
Yeah.
gotta? Come on, son.
Yeah.
Like honestly, I didn't even play sports growing up. I don't know why you acting like this. What did I do to you?
Right?
girl,
You know
I'm
what I'm
telling you,
saying?
my life coach, when she told me, she said, if you just stretch or just, walk around 15 minutes a day. Then a girl, I started doing that.
My stamina be through the roof. The stamina be through the roof, but that power sound be fucking shit up.
Yeah, you be like, I got the energy, but my leg.
And it don't hurt, but it's
Yeah.
just.
Stretch and do that collagen,
Yeah.
girl.
I be like, damn, do he hear it? He gotta hear it, cause I hear
If
it.
I hear it, yeah.
He
Exactly.
gonna act like he don't hear it, cause
He like it, but you know.
I be like, just let me put my hands over your ears. Real quick.
I can't.
While I'm almost done. Just give me a minute.
Yeah. She said, like, put my hands over your ears real quick.
Let's turn this TV up.
I can't.
But
Let's turn this music up.
Let's
Yeah.
start, showing our boys more value. You guys are valued
Yeah.
as well. You know?
Mhm.
And let's stop
Exactly.
pressuring women to do the, get a man, and all that kind of stuff. Have a man
Let
to
her
be
If
happy.
you
Figure
gonna
it
raise your
out
girls to be a
first.
wife, then you also need to be raising your sons to be a husband.
Yep.
Cause who the hell she gonna marry?
Exactly.
Because ain't nobody out there.
Like, you want to stop the cycle,
Yeah.
right? You want your kids to do better than the generation before. That's how
Exactly.
everything should be.
That's
It's-
why, honest to God, that is why I have held off. I have been proposed to quite a few times. The reason I have never gotten married, actual married, is because I feel like I have not found someone who can be my husband yet.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna hold off and forever if I feel like it. If I don't ever find it, that's fine because I've completed myself. But I'm not willing to settle down with somebody who I can't see being my actual husband.
Yeah.
So if that's the case, if we got more wives out here than we do husbands, that's a problem. We gotta balance it out some way, shape, or form.
Exactly.
You gotta be somebody for
It
me to
don't
marry.
match up. Do the math.
That's why I never made that my goal in life. My goal in life was never to be nobody's wife. Never. No, you know why? Because I was like, what happens if you don't get a husband? That mean you didn't become successful? Is that what that means? No.
And that's not let that not be the measure of success for your girls.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
learn your kids. You know what I mean?
Give her other goals.
Right.
I mean, that could be a goal, but
Yeah.
don't make that the main goal in her life is to
Doesn't
be
mean
a
you're
wife.
complete just because you're a
Like-
wife. You know?
right.
Exactly.
See, like I tell my daughter, I tell mine that boys is gonna be here forever. Cause you pretty and you smart and you funny and you care. I build up all her other attributes
You're all here
to let her know that
use them talents, use them skills. It's not all just to be barefoot in the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
Exactly.
we teach our girls that, but we don't teach our guys that.
Yeah.
we teaching our girls to be barefoot in the kitchen with niggas who want to go 50-50. The fuck? I can't fucking tell
I can't with her.
What the fuck?
50-50 topic again. See,
Again?
what? That's a plug. Make sure you check it out.
It ties into each other. How the fuck I'm gonna be barefoot and pregnant and go half? I can't do it all.
That is true.
Women do a lot though.
Yes.
Not to say that men don't, but women do a lot.
Yes.
You know?
Big up to the women like me who literally do it all.
Yes.
Because there's a lot of us out there. I'm not And this is not to bash no men or whatever the case may be. I love my strong black kings, as y'all previously heard with the other topics. I love y'all.
Rise up, rise up.
But sometimes I just feel like we got to give a little credit to the women who struggle every day, or have struggles every day that nobody really knows about, and she comes into that office still smiling, ready to do her job and
like
make shit work some way, shape, or form.
Mhm.
Shout out to her.
I was just talking to my sister about that. Like, I don't have any kids or anything, but you know, last year was pretty rough for me. You know, and I am just, you know, my sister, you know, was telling me or whatever. I was having a conversation with her, and I was like, you know, a lot of people don't know. I think, you know, I was battling with depression last year. You know, trying to keep it together.
Just trying to keep
I didn't even try to keep it together last year. I had to fall apart. Sometimes you gotta fall apart to come back together.
I fell apart a couple times, and you
Yeah.
know, not really knowing,
True.
you know, what was going on. The people close to me saw what I went through. The people close to me know what I had to like go through and had to like overcome or whatever. And you know, my sister was just like, she could tell that I was, because she knows me. Like this woman right here, like she's like my mama. So if she says it, then I know real deal shit. Then I must have been on some like spectrum type of shit for her to feel that way. Like she kind of was just like, I was worried. Like she came here 2 times to Florida from Michigan because she felt that way.
Yeah.
And you know, people don't know that, because if you're a naturally bubbly person,
like I'm always cracking jokes and everything.
Like, you know,
and then when I personally tell somebody, they be like, "What?
Exactly.
What you always cracking a joke. You always clowning. Like, how you possibly? No, you can't really be going through anything."
Yeah.
Or I know some people who come to me after like being around me, seeing how I live my life and stuff like that, and then they go get themselves in some of the situations that I've gotten myself into, and they'll be like, "Yo, you made it seem like it was so easy to get through that. How did you do that?" And I'd be like, I just did it.
Yeah.
You know?
It's different.
Like, and people don't think about that. When they think about women, you know,
Yeah.
in general, there's a lot that's put on our plates, just like it is for the men. So I just feel like, you know, take into account the women as well, just like you do the men, and make sure you're valuing the men just like you do the women, and just kind of make it, you know, the same. You know what I'm saying? Because we're all human. Just because you're a man don't make it no different. Just because you're a woman doesn't make it any different. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So let the playing field be fair.
Yep.
So
definitely. All right.
As always, thanks for tuning in.
Right. That was our topics for today.
Mardi Gras style.
Right.
Don't forget, you know, this
follow Sybil. This food was banging. I got the itis.
You did your thing.
Yeah, we both got the itis.
That Henny sauce is hitting, my nigga.
I'm over here leaning.
She got Henny sauce, y'all.
I'm leaning.
It's real Hennessy in this sauce.
Yes. We taste.
And the Hennessy mixed with this wine, mixed with this macaroni and cheese, baby.
What?
That good old soul food.
Hit your soul. Miss Sybil, you did your thing.
Yeah, you did.
Yes,
you did your
thank
thing.
you, Sybil.
Yes, follow her, you know.
We will post her social media and all that. And her email and all that
hours,
Yep.
like, share, comment,
and it was real affordable.
subscribe.
It wasn't crazy expensive or nothing like that. So,
Yeah.
and it was quality, good food. Like
we got food left over, so
Facts.
you know we're gonna eat this on another. Yeah.
Definitely.
So definitely follow, subscribe.
That's right.
Comment.
Like, share, comment. Don't be afraid.
Comment. You guys haven't been commenting. We miss y'all.
Share.
You know, y'all was part of our first.
You know, you commented when we was live.
Right?
Right.
Y'all was all in it.
All in the comments. We were
all in it. But ain't no comments now.
I'm gonna tell you what. If y'all start commenting, we will mention some of y'all comments live on the next one. Okay?
Yeah, so we'll mention the comments and we're gonna respond to your comments.
Not to everybody. We're gonna do like a random lottery pick. So
Get
throw
like
comments
3.
on there. We'll do maybe like 2 or 3.
Yeah.
So get your
Depending.
comments on there. We miss talking to y'all.
Yeah.
All right.
And we're gonna just say your name soon. Boom, boom, boom.
And for next week, or well, not next week because we got somebody lined up. But if you are interested still in us promoting your food or your catering business or anything like that,
hit us up.
Hit us up.
Yes.
And we know some of you have been saying you guys are interested in individuals. We do have some individuals.
Yeah, we do have some individuals coming
some
out.
more content. Look out for that.
Yeah.
Until next time.
Bye.
Peace.